All right, let's talk drugstore makeup. I have not done a drugstore makeup video in so long. Matter of fact, I don't think I've sat here and done a video in so long. They've all been around the house or out while traveling, but I was using my makeup recently and I thought, you know what, I needed to do some updates because there are a few new products, but then I have some tried and true staples that I have used for years and years that y'all need to know about. So I would say number one on my list that I have used probably since it first came out is this L'Oreal Lash Primer. I cannot be without this. I was just looking, I didn't realize I had two backups here. I brought some, I have two more backups. They've changed the packaging slightly. I have some backups where I keep like mascara and other things, you know, I just don't want to run out of, but I absolutely love this. It's like, I feel like now I can't do my mascara without it. It just gives that little bit more oomph, especially if you don't have like a real volumizing mascara. So speaking of that, I have a few to share with you. This is a newer one I've been trying. It's what I'm wearing today. I am wearing a few things. It's probably not the best mascara for filming because my lashes don't really stand out that much, but I do like it for every day. It doesn't smudge, so it's great in the heat. This is another L'Oreal product. This is the Panorama mascara. I used to use the L'Oreal Butterfly years ago, and definitely for bottom lashes because I always thought it was great not smearing. And this reminds me of that. It's similar. You can see it still has, you know, a similar kind of wand. So I really have been liking this one. And an older favorite that I bust out from time to time from L'Oreal is Lash Paradise. It's just such a great mascara for volume. The only thing, I do find it slightly heavy on my lashes in particular, but it is definitely a go-to that I know I can just use when I want some more volume. My lashes are gonna look great. Another from the drugstore that I just love, like I may not use it for a while, but I almost always go back to it, and I have recently, is the NYX. This is the On the Rise. This is a great mascara for, I don't know, it gives you kind of some length and some volume, and I just find myself reaching for it a lot when I start using it. You know, sometimes I'll rotate through several, but this is a really good one. I feel like mascara is an easy category for drugstore. I do have several, but the Essence mascara, I just happen to have this one. I think I like this one in the pink, if I'm not mistaken. There's like 4 different colors, or one's waterproof, and then there's different ones, but this is the False Lash Effect. I find this good. I do think, if I remember correctly, it's hard to get off, but I've said before, a lot of good mascaras are hard to remove. You just need like a good makeup remover. Another NYX product that I love, have talked about for years, is this Jumbo Eye Pencil. It's kind of like a shadow pencil. They have it in several colors. Milk is also a popular one. It's white. This is the one I have been using though, and it is called Iced Mocha. And basically it's what I use now on my lower lash line, whether I use eyeshadow first and then this over it to kind of set, or usually just this by itself, which I'm doing today. I find it less harsh than eyeliner. I haven't actually used an eyeliner on my lower lash line in years, but again, it's just a pretty brown kind of neutral with a little bit of that glow. It's really pretty in the summertime. So I absolutely love this e.l.f. finishing powder. I've been using this for a while. I think this is my second one, and then I actually have a new backup. This is great for a couple ways I use it. So after foundation, depending on what I'm using, especially if I use like the IT Cosmetics CC cream, sometimes around this cheek area it can still feel a little damp. So I don't want my bronzer or blush to grab onto that or smear. So I will use this, just dab it on my cheek a little bit prior. And also it's good after blush and bronzer if you just want to blur some of the edges. And then of course, just for an all over finishing powder, sometimes I'll do that just for touch-ups. But I don't know, I really like it because it's light, but it still gives you that like powder that you need. So a few lip glosses. This is something that, you know, I feel like everybody's heard of. It's been around for a while. I've used it for years. This is actually a newer one I just purchased not long ago because I had several different shades of these and I've gotten rid of most of them because they were old. But this is the NYX Butter Gloss, and my favorite is the Creme Brulee. Again, you can find this pretty much anywhere, but it's just a great neutral pink color. It goes kind of with anything. And then another one, I haven't used this recently, but for years and years, I loved this Rimmel Stay Glossy, and this color in particular, and this is called Nonstop Glamour. It's just a really pretty color. I don't know. Let me put some on right now because I actually feel like I could use a little. I have the NYX gloss on right now over a lip liner. This is just one of those that gives like a little bit of glow to the center. It's really pretty. Another one that I like is this Pixie. This is such a pretty color. Let's see if I can read it. It's so small. I think it's called Honey something. I'll try to put the shade in the description box, but this is like a really pretty, just like peachy, I don't know, kind of like peachy nude, but it gives that pop. It's nice. L'Oreal lipsticks, they have always been my favorite. I know some people don't like the scent. To me, I love it. It's very nostalgic. My very first lipstick was like in junior high. You know, when you went to the drugstore and got, you know, makeup, and it was a L'Oreal lipstick. I've actually purchased that shade, which they still have. This was the 80s, remember? And just to have it, kind of to look at it again. I've never worn it again, but some of my favorite shades are Gilded Pink. I think this is kind of limited edition. I like the like Ferris Nude. This one I had gotten in Europe because they don't have this shade. It's really close to Ferris Nude. Jennifer's Nude, again, I don't know that they have these anymore, but I just really like their lipsticks overall. Revlon also makes some great lipsticks, and I have several different shades like Bare Affair, Glossed Up Rose. I don't even remember some of these. Pink in the Afternoon, of course, that's kind of an iconic shade. Oh, this is also a Revlon I've been using more lately. This is the color. I'll try to do some close-ups here too. This is a matte color. Unlimited Stories, I think. But one of the newer ones that I really like is this, the ink. So Maybelline has one, which I'll show you. Revlon has one. They stay on, but they're not like super drying. A lot of times I will still put like a little dab of plain lip balm with these, but I really liked this color. It's a little bit brighter than I thought it was going to be here in the tube when I wear it. I've worn it on vacation and spoken about it, so those are really nice. So speaking of the Maybelline one, it's exactly the same concept. This one's just a little more deeper of a mauve color. This one's in the color Cheeky. All right, Milani lip liners are definitely my go-to from the drugstore and have been for many years. I know I spoke about this one. This one I think I can only usually find on their website now, but I spoke about this one forever. They have some that are kind of similar names. This one is the Most Natural. I mean, there for a while I feel like I didn't do a video without talking about this one. That one's more the twist up. And then they also have one called All Natural, and it's very similar. And then the color Nude. This is my all-time favorite. It says nude, but it's more of a light pink. Love that one. Let's see, I also have Bordeaux. This is more of like a wintry shade. And then I have this hot pink. So again, these are great. They're my go-to. Today I have on I think it is Laura Mercier Plumberry, and then with those glosses that I just showed. So I have a few blush favorites, and I would say definitely for many, many years, my go-to was this Milani. This is the Romantic Rose. I actually have that on today blended with another color. It's one of those you can't go wrong. I have it blended with this Ulta. This is a mineral blush. This is in the color Peony. So I put this on first, and I felt like I needed a little more rosy. Sometimes I like a rosy blush looks best on me, and I like it sometimes blended with a coral or something to give a little more pop. So that is what I'm wearing today. Both of those together. A longtime favorite has been the L'Oreal True Match. This is in Baby Blossom. Very pretty light pink. It actually gives a lot more color than you expect being so light. It is a cool tone. And then the Maybelline Fit Me blushes are great. These two remind me a lot of each other. This may be a little more pigmented. This one's in Peach. This is just that great summery color. It does have like a little bit of sheen, but you can just see that is gorgeous. So I have not worn a drugstore foundation in quite a while. I did there for a while, I feel like several years ago, and I've just slowly been weeding out foundations that I don't love, and I'm down to just a few. I'm sitting here looking at them, and they're all high-end, like Tom Ford, It Cosmetics CC Cream, Dior, Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, I really only kind of go between a handful now. Almost everything I mix with It CC Cream if I don't wear that on its own. But And I didn't really include that in drugstore because even though I know you can get it at Ulta, like this, what I'm talking about is literally walking into like Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS, anything like that. But this palette from Maybelline, this is great. I don't see it in a ton of stores, but they do have it on their website. I actually just saw it when I was in Scotland. But this is a really, really nice palette. Has a lot of warm and then neutral shades. It's a little bit warmer than I typically go for, but I do really like it, and I find I can make a similar eye look that I'm used to out of it. Again, there's some of these over here that I wouldn't use, but most of them are very pretty. Some of these are a little warm on me, but I have used quite a bit of the shades, and I just really like it. Let me know in the comments what some of your favorite items from the drugstore are. Maybe I'm missing out and I need to look into those. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.